Hello, welcome back to Golden News. Here is the breaking news from Japan. Japan's foreign minister raised concerns in Beijing about increasing Russian and Chinese joint military activity on a day when Tokyo formally opened its closest missile base to China. Foreign Minister Yoshimasa Hayashi told his Chinese counterpart, Qin Gang, that China should play a responsible international role and called for the release of a Japanese citizen detained in China, according to Tokyo's account of the meeting. Mr. Qin called for friendship and cooperation from Japan, adding countries shouldn't resort to gangsterism and pressure in resolving differences, according to a description of the meeting from China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. He said the case of the Japanese citizen was being handled in accordance with the law. The accounts of Mr. Hayashi's visit, the first by a Japanese foreign minister to China in more than 3 years, suggested relations between Asia's two biggest economies remain frosty and beset by a range of disputes. The Chinese side raised issues over Japan's planned release of water from around the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant into the sea, and its cooperation with the U.S. in restricting the sale of chip manufacturing equipment. Japan should not help a villain do evil. The embargo will only further inspire China's determination to stand on its own feet, Mr. Qin said, according to the Chinese account. Among Japan's biggest concerns is growing military activity by China in the East China Sea and South China Sea. Japan in December labeled China its biggest security challenge. As Mr. Hayashi was visiting Beijing, Japan's defense minister was presiding over the opening ceremony for a new military base on a southern Japanese island, around 300 miles east of the Chinese coast. The base on the island of Ishigaki is part of a fortification program for a string of subtropical islands that Tokyo views as vulnerable to China's regional ambitions. It will be equipped with anti-ship and anti-aircraft missiles to deter the Chinese Navy and Air Force. Ishigaki and the surrounding islands are the front line of our national defense, said Defense Minister Yasukazu Hamada.